If you can't do this, you will never be able to serve fast. Stay tuned and we'll show you how. We don't tap a serve, we don't pat, we don't push. We throw our racket at the ball. It is a throwing motion, and that is the overarm throw, and it is fundamental to a fast serve. If you take the famous Williams sisters and onto their tennis court in Compton, you may have heard stories or seen images in the movie King Richard of them throwing their tennis rackets down the court. And this is where we come to, the overarm throw, absolutely fundamental for a fast serve. If you cannot throw, you will not be able to serve fast. It is as simple as that. It is a primal, instinctive movement. And Ben is going to take you through in great detail the reasons why you need this overarm throw and some ways that you can get it faster and more accurate and more powerful so that this can directly translate to your serve. Over to Ben now for more information.
Many of you will be fully aware of this, but an overarm throw and a tennis serve are exactly the same thing. You are using the same muscles, the same sling systems, hopefully for the same effect, and that effect is maximum speed, maximum power, or maximum distance. A little bit more detail before we go any further. Your body, your muscles are made up of what is called sling systems. Those sling systems work together to create primal pattern movements. This is from the work of a man called Paul Chek. I strongly suggest you check it out. But essentially, it is the natural movements that all humans can make. I will reel them off very, very quickly. We have squat, lunge, bend, push, pull, twist, and your various gaits, walking, jogging, sprinting, for example. Every movement you ever make is a combination of these things. Now, an overarm throw has a little bit of a lunge, a little bit of a twist, and a little bit of a push. Tennis serve, because you're not allowed to move your feet, that lunge becomes a bit of a squat, but you still have a twist, and you certainly still have a push. That's your right arm. If you're right-handed, that's your racket arm, I should say. Your left hand, at the same time, your left arm is performing a pull pattern. So as the left side pulls, the right side pushes, hence the twist. Now, imagine you're doing an overarm throw, or just think about a baseball pitcher, or a quarterback, a cricket bowler, any other sport that uses an overarm throwing motion, and guess what you see? You see a left arm pulling, a right side pushing, a twist with a rules appropriate leg movement pattern. So when we are serving, we need to make sure we are using these same patterns as when we are throwing. Therefore, we can develop our serve without a tennis racket in our hand. You can easily put your racket down, pick up a ball, and start throwing. Because if you can make your throw faster, you will make your serve faster. They are inextricably linked, basically the same thing. Think of it like this. The overall movement is a throw. The racket adds a little bit of steering on the end. So if you don't feel like you haven't got the space, you haven't got the time, you can't get down to a tennis court, but you want to throw more, you want to make your serve faster, get a tennis ball, get a cricket ball, anything in your hand, rocks, pine cones, it doesn't matter. Launch them as far and as fast as you can and let your body feel what it's like to lunge and twist and pull and push and essentially naturally start launching these objects, because as soon as you get onto a tennis court and you put the racket back in your hand, you will be so much more calibrated. You will be way better calibrated to be able to throw and therefore serve much, much faster. When it comes to direction of this throw, it doesn't really matter, but the more planes you can throw on, the better that's going to be. So you can throw directly forwards for distance, you can throw straight up for height, or anything in between. We are just trying to train your body into this sling system of launching projectiles out of your hand as fast as possible. As a little aside just here, I want you to think very, very quickly about precision versus distance. If I was going to be really precise with a throw, if someone said to you, I need you to pass me something very close by, you wouldn't go overarm, would you? You'd do a little underarm throw. That's because underarm is careful and precise and in control. Overarm throw is designed for the exact opposite. Speed and distance getting stuff as far away from you as possible. We toss things underarm when we're trying to be careful, and we toss things overarm, we throw things overarm when we are trying to be explosive. An overarm throw and a tennis serve are certainly explosive motions, so we're going to go overarm, and therefore we're going to go with as much speed and as much power whether we are throwing or serving.
There you go, overarm throwing. Absolutely critical in your serve.
Yeah, you can't take them apart, you can't separate them. If you cannot throw, you will not be able to serve. It is as simple as that.
So if you find someone who has a really slow serve and the rest of their game looks really big and strong and powerful, can almost guarantee you those jabronis can't serve.
Those jabronis cannot serve, that's
no,
right.
Those jabronis cannot throw.
Sorry, yeah, go again.
Those jabronis cannot throw.
Jabronis, cool word.
So get that overarm throw going. Just start practicing it all the time. There was a time where I was trying to learn to serve left-handed. I gave up on that when my shoulder recovered, but I was going to serve left-handed, and I started by just standing on the baseline and seeing how far I could throw the ball. I eventually got to beyond the baseline, but it took quite a number of weeks.
That's a really good point, actually. If you cannot overarm throw a tennis ball from the baseline of one end, I mean, easily past the baseline of the other, you're going to struggle to serve big and fast. So make that your first point of call.
Yeah, jot that down. If you like big fast serves and you want one for yourself, I'm sure you do, having enjoyed this tip, we have an online course. This is available in the link below, in the link in the bio. Anywhere you see PH, you will find a link for this course so you can level up your serve.
Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, check out the online course, and you will hear from us soon.